I'm from the place where the cars get cruised. I'm from the place where the guards get dusted. I'm from the place where you can't be foolish. I'm from the place where you can't be trusted. A little old place called Dublin. I'm grown up here, man, you hate to love it, then you love to hate it, cause you grew up with mates that were taken from you. Shit's fucking major. I'm waging war.
To die. Rap is full. Make some fucking noise.
On my right hand side, this is John Doe from Kerry.
Let's go, John.
And on my left hand side, also from Kerry, making his return, make some noise for Wobbly Handed Surgeon. They decided off camera who's going to go first, so it's round one on Wobbly. Let's go, hold it down.
Come on. Will I go outside, yeah? Foxy, the sickest a feature. Why I give carrots at Christmas to mythical creature. Knew the moon was that cheese, but there was no story of him nibbling at Neil Armstrong's feet. Now I'm a gladiator in action, a snapping, snacking, alligator attacking, putting a body on display in Vladdy Impaler fashion. It leave a foul stench. Don't value his life, but Glasgow smiley face. Put my money where his mouth is. Slash a reality check. Finally, a note in his head. A note in his head. I'll break it down. From a kingdom, but I didn't say a crown. White as a loaf of bread. Why, I'll give him a 2-in-1 and put him asleep like a sofa bed. Boxing, loves a fight. Ironically, wouldn't hurt the fly. He would, just too unathletic to catch it. Brandy rated. John Doe, only Hennessy, who don't have the fuel inside him to keep a flame lit. You see this young fella? The only thing dangerous about him is his blood pressure.
Round one and John Doe! Can someone please tell me what the story... Can someone please tell me what the story is with this league? My first battle, in a stable. Second battle, isn't stable. It's Aim and Sheehy. Your mum set on my face like her name's Rikishi. He says he wants to know which town is better, but that game's weak. You can type Castle Island into Google. It says it is best known for the width of its main street. He says he's got double the experience because he's got twice the battles, but they only booked us for Kerry stereotypes, so your farm shit, my farm's got twice the cattle. I was on the Patreon showing support for his cameo at previous events, thinking I rate him. Bro, that's not really what I meant. An improvement from your first battle isn't really a compliment. Stop and invite me to your house. I'm not your friend. I don't know you. All I know is you're known for saying the most random sentences. And online, you're that guy that keeps sending me those random messages. Proper random shit. Proper random shit. Every one of them stumps me. Has anyone else been getting them, or am I to be so lucky that it's just me? Look, it's not just the fact that I'm getting messages off of an absolute nutter. It's also the fact he's one of those lads that sends them one sentence at a time, each one after the other. Look, to be fair, the first time it wasn't too bad. It came in like 4 installments, and every sentence ends a man. He's like, I'm practically up the street, man. It'd be really nice to meet, man. Could use the company, man. Call round for a cup of tea, man. But once up out of that cup, he's like, no, you can never leave, man. So fuck that. So fuck that. I sink the cup in his face and I've Mason for his post pass. Fine.
Kerry, man, am I lying? No. But the coincidence is your teeth are green, white and gold. Listen, dude, how can you have a copper head but not conduct energy from the room? Story of the beard, loving it. Uses it to cover up a double chin acquired from Burger King. Works with the disabled, but tonight the disabled are working on him. You know, Surgeon was beat. Well, I'll prove victims become victimizer. When I leave you as a person in need, and the services you're offering honest men. Both culty, but we ain't dealing with cows. But I will crack your skull with your ear to the ground. No messing, fat fuckers suffer from depression. But I hope you don't go on a cliff and really dive. Be extinction event. where the sea would rise. Honestly, boys, I nearly fell asleep listening to his boring, monotonous voice. His girl's a traitor, taking more loads than a turf cutter's trailer. Kerry's best tour. You look so unfit. I reckon Stephen Hawkins would use his legs more.
He's dead.
Alright, round 2 and John, let's go!
Alright, please, Stephen Hawkins.
Alright, so I was chilling, walking the dog on the beach, listening to the waves. Up he pops, like a villain, taking his shit onto my day. Inbox villain. This time, he's acting like he's in a rage. He says, "Why were you laughing at me online?" And like always, I said, "Eamon, some context, mate." So after explaining what context meant, again, he sends me a screenshot of a ridiculous comment. You know the ones he's prone to make. There was a reaction, one of those emojis with a laughing emotion display. So he says, "I'll get to the bottom of this," and I hoped and I prayed, searching through the comments and the forums where I spent most of my days. And when I finally found the comment, I couldn't send it to him faster. I didn't react to the comment. In fact, it was wrapped. Well, I didn't say it was. I just said, as I thought, it wasn't me. But for some reason, he still wasn't pleased. Because in his head, he was stirring the pot, doing a bit of promo for the scene. Because a battle with him and me is what you really want to see. But look, fuck up. And then after all that shit, he sends me another message. He's like, "I'm joking about retiring." But he never told me he was retiring. So I was thinking two things. I was thinking, first of all, you can't retire from a hobby, Wobbly. And then second of all, I'm thinking, what the fuck? If you want to tell a joke and you want people to get it, obviously there needs to be set up and look, just fucking tell it. He wasn't joking. He was going to retire. He was afraid that he might lose, but he's here today. And you could lose your life. Does not tell him what I might do. Watch me drag him to his ego and push him to his IQ. Then one day there's no more messages, and I'm finally getting over everything that boy wrote. The bastard goes ahead and discovers voice notes. Having to put up with him, it just isn't quite fair. The first string of voice notes, genuinely, right? They came on Halloween and it was a thing of nightmares. It was basically a rant about having a battle all the way up in Dublin, as if I booked the battle. He says it's giving me hassle. I responded with 2 words: free travel.
Woo! Right, round 3 on Wobbly, let's go!
We got a Wobbly dick on you.
Perhaps not. You're getting wide as Ocean Cliff. If you don't have it in ya to go and get fit and get that body tight as an unsmokable spliff. Got awful weight, landing on his belly, break a fall from space. Being honest, if euros were really chocolate, I'll say it, he'd eat the currency till it deflated. Fuck me, there's an epidemic of fat rappers in the country. Should focus on the treadmill, for diabetes have him legless. Should sniff coke, cause if you give Andre a joint, he'd eat enough for everyone in the audience for a big show. Puffin' asbestos turns him into a pot. Belly pig, pun intended. Food when he needs it. He'd find a way to farm venison on Venus for infinite feasting. Red Wolf, no messing. He's stealing your hairstyle when he starts sumo wrestling. Not lying, men. Gordon Ramsay die of exhaustion if he hired him as a private chef. I seen your last battle rapping. And why ain't you counting calories if you're so good at mathematics?
Yeah, why aren't you?
Hey, well done! Final round on John, let's go!
Right. So I'm going to start this round with something that may sound random. I was genuinely wondering if I could bait him handsome. I mean, I wouldn't take it too far. It'd just be like taking a dent out of a car. Don't worry about anything I'm saying, because I can't defend him. Clearly, the lad can't even hear me. He'll still try and act all smart with a reference. The only man I know that heroin could probably sharpen their senses.
Oh, okay.
During every sentence he seems stuck. I reckon heroin could make him speed up by being he's walked. Literally walked around looking like one of the sketches of the first man they had in these books in history. Back at school, he's a backwards fool. He needs to get cancelled for the culture. That's our poo. Nahasapina fat.
Yeah! Put the kettle on.
That's how poo. There has to be in the petal on. This is my challenge. There has to be a better one. Look, fuck all that shit, right? We all know for a fact that he's a rat, so don't be telling him nothing. Look, I'm sorry. I just feel like this is Matt telling me something. Feel like I've committed a foul. I'm being penalised. Like, I knew my throat was poor, but how poor it hasn't really hit me to know. I mean, no offence. It's not making sense. We're at the bottom of the card and Red Wolf gets the Battle Tech and Terminal at the same event. At the same event. Alright, fuck the time, yeah.
Well done, both the battlers.
Still winning, bro.
I'm from the place where the cars get cruised. I'm from the place where the guards get dusted. I'm from the place where you can't be foolish. I'm from the place where you can't be trusted. A little old place called Dublin. I'm grown up here, man, you hate to love it, then you love to hate it. Cause you grew up with mates that were taken from you. Shit's fucking major. I'm waging war right now. I'm taking plates and I'm taking numbers. If you're in me way, well then